Listen to me carefully. When you are working, your bank account is a transit station. Money comes in, money goes out. They focus so much on their 401k or their IRA, but they completely forget that where and how they park their liquid cash can make or break their peace of mind. I want you to sit down, pay attention, and look at your own accounts right now, because there are 4 massive retirement bank account regrets that I see people making every single day, and they are tearing families apart. The first regret, and this one absolutely breaks my heart, is keeping way too much cash sitting in a traditional, big chain checking or savings account earning 0.01%. Think about the fear you feel right now. You are terrified of losing your money in the stock market, so what do? You play it safe. You pull your money out of investments as you approach retirement and you dump it right into your neighborhood brick-and-mortar bank where you can see it and touch it. You think you are protecting yourself. You are allowing your safety net to erode because you are letting fear dictate your banking. The question you have to ask yourself is, why are you giving a multi-billion-dollar bank a free loan with your retirement cash when you could be earning 4 or 5% in a high-yield savings account or a money market account? That is thousands of dollars a year you are throwing down the drain out of sheer habit. Your actionable takeaway today is to look at your cash balance. Keep what you need for 3 to 6 months of immediate living expenses in your checking, and move every single other liquid dollar into a high-yield savings account or a short-term certificate of deposit at an institution that actually pays you to keep your money there. Do not let the bank get rich off your fear. That brings me to the second biggest regret, which is failing to separate your emotional spending money from your essential income buckets. When you are working, your paycheck automatically refills the tank. In retirement, you are the one who has to manage the flow. The problem is that most retirees keep one giant checking account where their Social Security, their pension, and their retirement account distributions all dump into the same exact place. You look at that balance, and it looks huge. It gives you a false sense of security. You think, look at all this money, I can finally take that trip, I can help my kids, I can remodel the kitchen. You start panicking, asking yourself, did I spend too much this month? Am I going to have enough for next year? You are living in a constant state of financial anxiety because your banking layout is a mess. You need a system that protects you from yourself. Your actionable takeaway is to implement a strict bucket strategy using separate accounts. You need one primary checking account solely for your fixed, non-negotiable living expenses, your housing, your utilities, your insurance. Your guaranteed income like Social Security goes there. Then, you open a second, separate checking account at the same bank, and you set up a monthly automated transfer into it. This is your fun money or discretionary bucket. When that account hits zero, your spending for the month stops. This gives you the freedom to spend without guilt, and the security of knowing your basic survival needs are completely taken care of. The third regret is a silent killer, and it is ceding control of your account access and failing to automate your fraud protection. Let's be honest with each other. As we age, we become the #1 target for financial predators, scammers, and identity thieves. They know you have a nest egg, and they are coming for it. The fear of being wiped out by a scam is real, yet so many retirees are still banking like it is 1995. They don't check their accounts online, they wait for paper statements to come in the mail once a month, and they don't have alerts set up on their phones. If a scammer gets into your account on day 2 of the month, and you don't look at your paper statement until day 30, that money is gone, and the bank is under no obligation to give it back to you if too much time has passed. Another variation of this regret is putting a child's name on your bank account as a joint owner just for convenience so they can pay your bills if something happens to you. The question is, how do you protect your accessibility without exposing your neck to danger? Your actionable takeaway is twofold. First, log into your banking app today and turn on instant push notifications for every single transaction over $1. If a dime leaves your account, your phone should buzz instantly. Second, do not add your children as joint owners on your accounts. Instead, go to your bank and sign a payable on death or transfer on death form, and set up a durable power of attorney. This gives them the legal right to manage your money if you become incapacitated, without giving their creditors access to your life savings right now. The fourth and final retirement bank account regret is ignoring the massive tax and penalty traps of your withdrawal sequencing. Your bank account is the terminal where your retirement wealth lands before you spend it, but where that money originates determines how much the government takes. The tragedy I see over and over again is retirees who need cash, so they just blindly transfer money from their traditional 401k or traditional IRA into their checking account whenever they want to buy something. They think it's their money. But they forget that every single dollar taken out of a traditional retirement account is taxed as ordinary income. If you pull out a big lump sum to buy a new car or to pay off your mortgage all at once from your bank account, you can easily push yourself into a much higher tax bracket. You must ask yourself, am I withdrawing from the right bucket at the right time? Your actionable takeaway is to master tax diversification in your banking. You should never rely on just one taxable bucket. You need a mix of taxable accounts, tax-deferred accounts, and tax-free Roth accounts. Work with a professional to map out a withdrawal sequence that keeps your taxable income as low and stable as possible year after year. You have worked too hard, for too many decades, to let your retirement be ruined by simple banking mistakes. Stand up, take control of your accounts, protect your cash from inflation, secure it from fraud, and manage it with discipline. Because if you do not care about your money, nobody else will.